Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Oracle. So I finally got a new mallet for my singing bowl. That's why I haven't been playing it in a while. It's because my mallet went out, guys. Like, I used it so much. So in the background you hear some shamanic music, right? So we're focusing on getting grounded. So for tonight, what I want you to do, just take a couple of deep breaths and focus on what your ancestors or your spirit team wants you to know, okay? I'm going to play this singing bowl just for a little bit. And in that moment, just take 3 deep breaths, center yourself, and focus on what you need to know, okay? This is the root chakra. This is where a lot of our trauma, a lot of disease, a lot of unhealed wounds from childhood come from, physical stability. So if you have issues in that area that you want to work on, take deep breaths. Center yourself and ask your ancestors and spirit team, what do you need to know for your highest good to help you on this healing journey? Call in Archangel Michael, Lord Shiva, the Divine Creator, any deity or God that you choose to work with. Call them in at this time, asking to surround you in a protective energy. All right. And we are going to go ahead and get into the reading. Now, these are the different chakras, the main chakras. So normally I use the singing bowl and I focus on the chakra. If I want to work on my heart chakra, then I will focus on this particular color and I'll imagine it rotating clockwise in the center of my heart. And I'll listen to the singing bowls as I do affirmations, asking whichever angel I choose to work with. Normally when I'm working with my heart chakra, I'm working with Archangel Raphael, who is the Archangel of love, of healing, okay? So, now that you all are grounded, centered, we're gonna get into the messages, okay? So I'm gonna start off with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck and see what your spirit team and your ancestors want you to know tonight, okay? Ancestors, spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels. What does the collective need to know tonight? What do they need to know for their healing journey? What does the collective need to know for their healing journey? Speak clearly. Tap into the collective. Let them see what they need to know. Okay, let's get into this. What messages do you have for the Divine Collective tonight? All right, Shaolin Master. Okay, be graceful in movement and action. What else? Wise One. Grow within your current situation. Okay. What else? We have the Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. Okay, I'm going to start off with these three cards. Okay, so for some of you, you're working through some sort of situation and you're being asked to slow down and take a deep breath and to be more gentle in your approach, okay? More graceful, okay? For some of you, maybe you're pushing too hard, you're trying too hard, it's like you're struggling upstream. And you know the Praying Mantis? Maybe that could be significant to you, but the Praying Mantis is very slow. It's very graceful. And when it moves, it takes long jumps and then it lands, okay? But it's very graceful in its approach. It doesn't hurry, it doesn't push. It just is kind of in the flow, okay? So your energy, somebody's energy here may be very chaotic, okay? Because the environment around you is very chaotic. Maybe you are going through some sort, sorry, baby, I didn't mean to kick you. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were down there. Spot. I'm sorry, baby. Okay, maybe you're in some sort of, I'm picking up the energy where someone may be surrounded by a lot of conflict, or you're in a job that has a lot of conflict, okay? Or it's just something around you that is throwing you off, okay? That's throwing your movements, that's throwing your thinking off. Holy moly, this heat is kicking y'all, okay? But what your ancestors is asking you to do is to slow down, and maybe even picking up some sort of type of exercise that will help you ground your energy, okay? So a Shaolin Master is someone who has mastered their self. They have mastered their emotions, okay? They take their time, they're focused, they're very dedicated, okay? And this could be you, okay? You could be someone who is very grounded, okay? Very steadfast, someone who's very loyal, okay? And who's not easily angered, okay? Someone here, I also feel like maybe you've been under a lot of stress, okay? And you've had outbursts, or you're very angry, you're very frustrated. And there's something here that's requiring you to get your chi in balance, okay? Your energy. And you do that with movement, with breath work, with exercise, with meditation, with taking walks in the park, right? So whatever your actions are, your next actions are, you're asked to be more conscious, more aware of what you're saying, of what you're doing, okay? To be very, not tunnel vision, but to have more of to be centered, okay? To be more aware of what you're doing, okay? Yeah, with this wise one, someone here could be very wise. You could be in a position that requires some sort of leadership, okay? A crow could be significant, or a raven could be significant to you, or an owl, okay? You could have been born under a crescent moon as well. But grow within your current situation. So this is asking you to find the positive, okay? Even though your situation or your circumstances around you may feel like that you have no control over the circumstances, you do, okay? You are asked to look at the positive. How can you turn this into a positive? Instead of always dwelling on what isn't working or what has gone wrong, look at it in the light, okay, what is this trying to teach me, okay? And that's how you grow. You take a negative and you turn it into a positive by changing your perception, okay? And because I see with the sun here, I could be talking to a masculine, because the sun is a masculine energy, right? But I also feel like that if this is not what you're doing, this is what you're being called to do. And as you do this, okay, you're going to start reaping the benefits. You're going to start seeing things work out in your favor. You're going to enjoy some sort of success. You're going to have success in whatever it is that you are trying to achieve, or whatever it is that you're trying to go after. Okay, so if it's something that you're pursuing, whether it's a career path, whether it's a relationship, well, it could be something as mundane as a situation at work that requires mediation. Okay, the more awareness, I can't think of it right now. It'll come to me. But the more that you let your light shine, the more that you bring happiness and joy into the situation, the more that you're positive in the workflow, that energy is contagious, okay? So maybe you're in a work environment where you're surrounded by a lot of negative-minded people, a lot of toxic people who aren't good for you, who are always Debbie Downers, negative Nancys, doubting Debbies, you know, and maybe you're in a position that you're required to be a mediator. You're required to lead. You're required to guide. You're required to mentor. Okay, and so other people energies can influence you, especially if you're not protecting yourself, especially if you have not learned how to protect yourself. Okay, you can pick up these energies and they can influence you to act, think, and speak erratically or outside of what you normally would portray, right? And so this is asking you to get grounded, to become stable before you enter into this chaotic environment or this situation, or it could be even a family or a friend's environment. Okay, it could be even going out to the clubs or whatever it is that you like to do in your free time. You need to learn how to ground yourself and protect your energy, because if you don't, you can be influenced, especially if you are on a spiritual journey. You're very sensitive to certain energies. Okay, so as this is part of your growth, many of you are going through different life cycles and different stages, and a lot of you are being put through situations that is requiring a lot of energy from you. And when you're depleted from that energy, you can also succumb to outside influences. Okay, people can push you, challenge you, and they can influence your energy if you're not aware of how to block people away. Okay, so the sun is also very healing. So if you have an opportunity, the sun can burn away those energies if you sit out and do some sunbathing as well. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is wait for important information, Oracle. Okay, so there's some sort of information that you're needing. Okay, ask Spirit to send it to you and wait for the sign. Ask for a particular sign and wait until you receive it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into some more. What else, Spirit? What else do they need to know? Okay, dream and journey. Okay, so for many of you, you're having messages are coming through to you in your dreams. So this also, why you keep getting under my feet, baby? Come here. Mommy don't mean to hurt you. I love you. Yeah. I love you. I love you. All right, so dreaming. So many of you are astral projectors. You may be projecting in your dreams. You may be traveling in your dreams. You're receiving visions. You're receiving messages. Your ancestors, your angels are trying to get your attention, okay? So keep a dream journal. So, and write down as soon as you wake up, keep it in your bed or next to your bed. And as soon as you wake up, write down exactly as much as you can remember, okay? Even if it's just bits and pieces, because it's going to be significant, okay? Listening to shamanic drumming can help during meditation to help you put you in a trance in order to help you better understand your dreams, okay? There's something significant about you may be dreaming, okay? You may be, Spirit is trying to show you something or show you someone, okay? But a lot of you are journeying in a lot of your a lot is happening in the spiritual world when you are asleep, okay? You're receiving downloads, you're receiving messages. You may even have a soul mission, okay? I see someone here who has a soul mission even in the spiritual realm. You may not even be aware of it, but at nighttime you are going on missions, okay? Someone here is going on missions. You have a higher purpose here, okay? And so what's happening in the spiritual realm is going to start revealing itself in the physical realm. But your dreams, someone here is a visionary, very significant. Your dreams are very important, okay? So pay attention to what your dreams are trying to show you. All right. Yes, someone track down your fears and desires, Hunter. Okay, so there is some sort of underlying, your dreams are trying to show you your fears, okay, or it may be revealing something to you. If you keep having the same reoccurring dream, it's trying to show you something. And so what we call when we're tracking down our fears and desires, we call that shadow work in the spiritual community, okay? So learning how to do shadow work, Dr. Christina Lopez, she has her own channel, and she talks about how you can incorporate shadow work, how you can integrate your shadow and recognize the aspects of yourself, like Carl Jung, when he talks about the different archetypes that we have, okay? It can help you understand why you have certain emotions, why you have certain feelings, why you're drawn to certain things. And it can be stuff that even you are uncomfortable with about yourself, but when you run from it, when you try and hide from it, it becomes you start to separate your own self, okay? And so learning how to integrate that shadow side and recognize that it is very much a part of you instead of hiding from it will help you move forward on your spiritual journey. So for many of you, you're being called to do some shadow work, okay? Finding the root of the issue. Whatever part of the chakras that it stems from, it could be, love, the lack of love, okay? It could be the lack of security. It could be self-worth, okay? It could be trauma, abuse, okay? Different things correspond with the different chakras. So if you're not familiar with your chakras, then I suggest you do some research, get some books, get some YouTubes, and start learning about your chakras and how to do shadow work to balance those and bring whatever is hidden to the forefront so that you can address, so that you can heal from it, okay? A lot of someone here has a lot of maybe internal issues and conflict that they have not addressed yet because, it's frightening, it's scary, and maybe you haven't had the time, maybe your career, maybe your family, maybe your job, whatever has gotten in the way of that, but you have to find time to do this, especially if you're walking this temple path, if you're walking on this spiritual journey, okay? Choosing your direction. So someone here may be undecided about something, okay, but you're asked to choose your path. What path are you going to walk? Are you going, there's many different paths that we can take in this lifetime. Okay, but if you want to walk the path that your life purpose is, then you have to speak with your guardian angels. You have to talk to your ancestors. You have to ask them to show you, okay, the path. There are many synchronicities. There's angel numbers. There are things that the universe has put into place to help us along this journey, okay, to let us know that we're actually on the right path, okay? So for many of you, you have chosen your path, but you're being asked, okay, many of you can't choose your path yet because you don't know who you are yet, okay? You have not figured that out yet. You have not figured out where you stand, okay? And so that's going to be a part of the shadow work. Many of you are maybe going through an identity crisis or have went through an identity crisis where you're trying to figure out who you are after you have stripped away all of the conditioning, all of the illusions, all of the lies, the things that you were taught or made to believe that may not necessarily be hold true for you any longer as you travel this path, okay? So when there will be a time in your life where you are going to come on this spiritual journey. You're going to come to a point in your life where you're going to have to determine which path you're going to take, okay? Are you going, and the path could be leaving behind toxic family, toxic friendships, leaving behind addictions, leaving behind things that no longer serve you, okay? I can speak from experience. I've lost friends. I left behind an entire career, okay? Because it was no longer in an alignment with who I am, 8:08 on the clock, okay? So this spiritual journey, things that no longer serve your highest purpose, you will begin to move on from, okay? So that's when you choose your path, when you decide what you want in life and which direction you want to go, okay? Then that's what's going to happen. Things that no longer are in alignment with you are going to begin to fall away, okay? And the people who are meant to be with you on this journey or travel with you on this journey, Spirit will bring them into your awareness as well, okay? Anything else? Yeah, someone here wants to help you choose your path, but you have to ask for assistance. Ask the divine spirit to show you what path to take. You need to meditate, get out in nature, walk, exercise, go fishing, go hunting. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever it is that really lets you clear your mind and get your mind off of the stress of everyday life and your problems that just allow you to be you and to be present in the moment. That's what you need to do in order to communicate, with your ancestors. Ignite your passions. Yeah. As you choose your path, okay, whatever it is that you decide to go after, okay, ignite your passions. A fire guardian is here. I could be talking to a fire sign or earth sign. Okay, there is a lot of fire here, especially with the sun being in the middle of the day. Okay, but ignite your passions is talking about going after the things that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, that stirs your soul up, that makes you excited, that, you know, you're willing to go the distance for, okay? So go after them, but get creative. That's what we were here. Well, that's what we're here to be, creative, to explore our creative side. Okay. Your magic guardian is saying unlock the magic within. A lot of you hold the answers within yourself. A lot of the magic that occurs on the external starts from the internal on the spiritual plane, as above, so below, right? So as you tap into the spiritual side, as you tap into your heart, okay, you're going to begin to unlock things. You're going to begin to discover things about yourself that spirit may have kept hidden, because it was hidden from you for a reason, because you weren't ready for it, right? There's certain talents, certain gifts, abilities, okay? As you, the more that you grow on this path, the more that you learn, the more that you're going to become aware of. The more it's like magic, okay? It's like somebody giving you a box full of treasure, and you open it and you're like, it is. You're a treasure trove waiting to be explored. But you can't explore that until you strip away things that no longer serve you, right? And not everybody's going to be happy that you're changing, but you know, who cares what other people think? I'm just being honest. Family, friends, this is your life. Nobody can live your life for you. Nobody can tell you what your life is supposed to look like, okay? Nobody else was born when you were born. Nobody else came here with the mission that you came here. Only you can do what you came here to do. And if you let naysayers and doubters and people hold you back because, you know, of their feelings or their insecurities or their belief system, okay, you're allowing yourself to be controlled and manipulated, okay? So it doesn't matter what it looks like to them. Only you can travel this path that's set out before you, because you've been called to it, all right? You're a magical creature. It's time to start acting like it. Yeah, in the springtime, see your seeds grow. So for some of you, there's something that you planted, you're about to harvest, okay? So in the springtime here, someone is about to see some sort of harvest. Whatever work you've been doing, whatever effort you've been putting in, you're about to reap some sort of benefits, because you got the rabbit here. So, you know, that's abundance. So if you've been focused on your finances, healing your finances, breaking and severing vows of poverty, however you've been doing that, you're going to see some sort of results, okay? If you've been working on your relationship, if you've been working on your marriage, if you've been putting in the time and effort with your family, you're going to start seeing the results pay off. Whatever you've been giving your energy and your time and attention to, the springtime is when you're going to see those results, okay? You're going to see success. You're going to have success and happiness, okay? Yeah, traveler, okay? So for many of you, whatever this is, for some of you in the springtime, you're getting ready to travel, okay? You're about to move in a whole new direction, whatever that looks like for you, okay? Trust your talents in changing times. For many of you, you're moving away from a job. For many of you, you're moving away from a career. For many of you, you're just moving in a whole new different direction, okay? Something that you thought what you once knew, it's okay to let go of things. When you change as you grow, things that you may have thought that you wanted before, you may no longer want that, and it's okay. Okay, so for many of you, when it says trust your talents in changing times, for many of you, you're going through changes, 555, or you're about to experience some sort of shift that's going to move you in a whole new direction. Okay, so prepare yourself for that. Bottom of the deck, remember I told y'all wait for important information. It just flew out. So yeah, there's some sort of information that's coming to you that you need on the spiritual journey to help you choose your path or choose a direction, okay? Yeah, trust in higher forces, okay? So your ancestors are definitely with you. You're being protected, okay? You're very wise. You're being guided, okay? By higher forces, okay? So don't worry, okay? There's some sort of information that the divine spirit wants to bring to you, okay? So wait for that information. If you've asked for it and you've not yet received, that's because it's not yet time. So wait for important information. One last card. Okay, so we have also take care of your needs. All right, so there's some of you have been really stressed out, overworked, burdened. Okay, and Spirit is asking you to take care of your needs. Okay, what if you need a rest, a retreat, a siesta? Go get yourself a massage. Okay, if you, whatever it is that you need to take care of yourself, you need to take a break from something because it is wearing you down. Okay, and it says protection guardian. Okay, so for many of you, you're very defensive. You have your guard up. Okay, maybe you've been wounded, you've been hurt. Okay, you've been betrayed, you've been lied to, you've been manipulated, you've been used. Okay, but something here has made you put up your guard to the point where any spirit can't bring you something because you're not in a receptive mode. Okay, so drop your shields, not your protective shields, but this guard that you have put up around your heart. Okay, when we talk about dropping your shields, okay, you blocked something that Spirit wants to bring you. Okay, because you have, I don't know, you went through something. Okay, and it's caused you to be closed off. Okay, so this is a time where Spirit is asking you to be receptive to something or someone. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into the Ancestor Oracle cards. See what they have to say. Ancestor, Spirit guides, guardian angels, what messages do you have for the Divine Collective? What messages do you have? Okay, honor the deities around you. Okay, prayers, offerings, and help. For many of you, maybe you're already doing this. For many of you, maybe you have a pulling or a call to Egyptology. Okay, or the deities who are Egypt gods and goddesses. Okay, doesn't necessarily have to be. It just, this particular card came out. Okay, so you may be drawn to Egyptian hieroglyphs or Egyptian mythology. Okay, or there's something here about honoring the deities around you. So for many of you, I feel like that's what you're doing. You're offering whatever, your prayers, you're asking for help. Okay, and if not, that's what your ancestors and your spirit team is asking you to do. If you are stuck in a situation, call on your ancestors, call on whomever it is that you serve or who you honor, and ask for help. Okay, they want to help you. All right, so if you're praying, your prayers are being heard. Okay, that's a confirmation. So if you've prayed for something, okay, this is a confirmation that they've heard you and they are going to help you. Okay, but you need to wait for important information. All right, connecting with water. You may be a water sign watching this. All right, this may be also saying you need to drink more water. For many of you, you're very connected to the water spirits. Okay, you may live near ocean. You may live near a lake. This is asking you to spend time as you do your shadow work near water, as you tap into water. For many of you, hydromancy. Okay, very connected to hydromancy. For many of you, this is where you find peace, okay, calmness, okay, serenity, okay. This is how you ground near water, okay. This is how you re-energize with water. Remember, water is the life of our body, so our cells need, our organs, our body needs water. So if you've been drinking excessively, you need to lay off the drinking and drink more water, okay. Replenish the life of your body, okay. But this is also saying to tap into your emotions, to be aware of your emotions. Let them, especially if you've been holding back, you need to release these emotions. For some of you, your emotions are bound up, okay? And as you spend more time near the water, you're going to be able to release those emotions, and you're going to be able to get into the flow of life, the flow of your emotions, okay? Laugh and have fun. Some of you, you're taking life a lot too seriously, okay? You're bogged down in work, you're stressed out, everything around you is chaotic and conflict, and so this is saying to smile, all right, to find joy in the small things, to go out and have fun, whatever that looks like for you. You need to have some sort of fun, okay? All right, you need to bring more joy into your life, okay? because you're stressed. Someone here is very stressed, okay? I'm definitely picking up that energy. But someone here is very stressed, overworked, and burdened, okay? And maybe you're being asked to interact and relate, okay, with your community, family, and friends. Get out in the community. Get out with your family. Get out with your friends, okay? Whomever that is to you, and interact and spend time, okay? Spend time, okay? For many of you, you're feel answer the call, explore, travel, live, okay? Yes, get out in your community, travel, explore, live, meet new peoples. Many of you have been in hermit mode for a very long time. If you've been on this spiritual journey with me, you've been in hermit mode, you've been isolated, okay? And you need to get out and live some, okay? Have some fun, bring some excitement, because right now, you know, you need to act as if everything is okay, okay? When you know that saying, fake it till you make it. Things may look dour, sour right now, but you need to, the more that you are positive about it, the more that you laugh, the more that you, it's not putting, I hate to say like it's putting on a front, but it's not. When you to raise your vibration, okay, especially if you've been kind of depressed, you're anxious, you're worried, you're nervous or something, you need to get out and to be around people who are of a higher vibration, okay? And when you're around people who are joyful, when you're around people who makes you smile, who makes you laugh, okay, it helps raise your vibration and moves you out of that stagnant, stuck energy, okay? So for many of you, you know, that's exploring, that's doing things you've never done before, maybe trying a new marathon or trying a new yoga class, I don't know, just going out, doing something to break out of this depressive and dark, chaotic state that you've been in, okay? Because of whatever it is going around you has kept you feeling trapped, okay? Or maybe fearful, okay? So get out and live a little, enjoy yourself, okay? And everything is going to work out. Understand that everything is going to work out, all right? So I'm going to pull a few cards from the Animal Spirit deck, and we are going to close out this reading, y'all. Ancestor, spirit guides, guardian angels, animal spirit guides. What does the divine collective need to know for their spiritual journey? What do they need to know for their spiritual journey? No, think on your feet, okay? So someone here, either you're a very fast thinker or you know how to make quick sound decisions, okay? Or if not, if you need to be able to think very quickly, or to be able to respond to something or a situation, okay? So when your mind is clouded, or when you're under the influence a lot of something, you're not able to think very quickly on your feet, right? So thinking on your feet means you're able to react to something. Instead of reacting, you're proactive, right? So this is a calling for someone here to be proactive, I feel. Okay, dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Also, this is fox spirit. So if you're drawn to foxes, or if a fox is significant to you, number 27, that could be, or life path 9, life path 10. Okay, be loyal to what you love. So whatever it is that you love to do, go for it, pursue it. That's your whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that, okay, if it's a person, place, thing, okay, I don't know, an instrument, okay, an object, I don't know, what do you love, okay? So be loyal to what you love, okay? Be loyal to who you love, okay? So find something that you love to do and then go after it, okay? And be committed to it, okay? This is talking about commitment, okay? So someone here could be very committed, or they could want a commitment, okay? Or it's just someone here is very loyal, okay? This could also be talking about you dealing with someone who is very loyal, or you could be a very loyal person, okay? What else, Spirit? Okay, set healthy boundaries. For many of you, this is a time where you're learning how to set healthy boundaries for yourself. And what are healthy boundaries? That depends on you, okay? You know, putting your needs above someone else. That's setting a healthy boundary. Not always having to be around somebody 24/7. Setting healthy boundaries, okay? not being codependent on someone, setting healthy boundaries. Okay, so for many of you, you're being called to set some sort of boundaries to where you're not overworked, overburdened, and giving more of yourself than what you're receiving. Okay, when you expand and give so much of yourself, you're not receiving anything back, you're not taking time to replenish your own cup. It can cause resentment, it can cause grudges, and it can cause you to be imbalanced. Okay, so whatever you do, remind is it's taken away from me. Am I putting my needs on the back burner for something and someone else? Okay, what else? Anything else? Ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels. Oh, that's too many cards. All right, learn from the past. So for many of you, that comes back to growing within your situation. Okay, so maybe there are things that you've done in your past, or maybe there are situations that you've encountered and people you've encountered, okay, that didn't work out the way you planned to, or maybe you encountered some sort of friction or conflict. The Spirit wants you to take this time, as you take time for yourself, and make better choices so that you don't continue to encounter those same repeating patterns. Okay, so when we learn from that, we don't have to keep experiencing the same thing over and over. Okay, we don't have to keep meeting the same type of people over and over. Okay, especially as we heal. That's what this journey is about. Okay, as you heal, you learn. That's what this is. You're learning from your past and you're choosing to make better choices. Okay, a turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So for many of you, you're learning. This is a time you're learning about giving. You're feeling. For many of you, maybe in the past you weren't very giving, okay, or maybe you weren't generous, but you're learning on this journey that the more that you give, the more you're finding joy in giving back, in whether time, resources, support, however that looks for you. Someone here, you're being asked to give with gratitude and grace, but so someone here, that's exactly what you're doing, and you're getting a lot of benefits from it. Okay, especially internal benefits. Okay, you're raising your vibration, you're feeling the love. Okay, it feels good to give. Okay, it feels good to see a person smile. It feels good to see a person laugh. It feels good when you can help somebody. Okay, so maybe just an ear, maybe someone needs you to listen to them today, or maybe someone just needs some sort of help. So when you wake up in the morning, ask God, well, how can I help my community today? What can I do to be a service to someone today? How can I do this? And for many of you, maybe you're finding gratitude. You're being more thankful for what you have, what you've been blessed with. And the universe loves a thankful heart, because the more that you're thankful, they're like, well, just keep giving them more, give them more, give them more, give them more, give them more. Okay, so we're not doing this to get more, but you understand what I'm saying. It's when you do things out of the generosity of your heart, the love and kindness of your heart, and you're doing it not to just to do it because it feels good, you get rewarded for that. The universe blesses you. It comes in blessings in all different forms. Okay, it just feels good to give. Right? You see clearly now. So for many of you, you've listened to your intuition. Okay, you're starting to see things clearly. You're starting to understand. You're beginning to wake up. You're beginning to be enlightened, okay, about what this spiritual journey really is all about, what it entails, and you're beginning to understand that it's not easy. Okay, there are lessons that you have to learn. There are growth in order to grow. Okay, and for many of you, you're going through this time of pain and experiencing betrayal and backstabbing because of the choices. I can honestly say is the poor choices that you make. I've made very poor choices in the past that I had to learn from, and I had to continue until I woke up and saw the truth. Until I woke up like, oh, that's why that's happening. That it all starts within you. Everything that happens, it's choices and consequences. Okay, so you're learning, you're healing, you're finally understanding, okay, what this spiritual journey, this healing journey is all about. So you can move into alignment with your purpose, and you don't have to continue to repeat the same cycle. Okay, and as you ascend, okay, once you fulfilled your life purpose, you get an option whether you want to come back down here and experience this all over again. Okay. So for many of you, you're going to earn your wings, and you're not going to have to return here unless you know you absolutely want to help humanity. But all right, this spiritual journey is for you to wake up, and as you wake up, you assist other people, okay? You help other people on their journey. You share your knowledge, your wisdom that you've gained, okay? Whether it's talking, whether it's sharing information, okay? And the people who receive it, they receive it. The people who are skeptical, you've planted the seed, you've done it. You've done what you were supposed to, and that's all that matters. Whether they look at you funny or crazy, it doesn't really matter, okay? You know your truth, and as long as you stand in your truth, that's all that matters, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and close this reading now. I thank you all for being here, for watching. Peace, love, and light.